Hey there, Kids Adventures family. This is Mr. Marquelle from Tacoma Park Elementary School. I hope you guys are all staying safe and washing your hands. I'm going to give you guys a couple of activities so you can get up and get active a bit. We're going to do 3 activities today. All you need for these activities are yourself, some shoes, hopefully, and some cones. If you don't have cones, I encourage you to be creative. Grab whatever you have around your house. Use as a marker. Use your book bag. Use a journal. Grab some cans from your pantry if you need to, but just get up and get active. Start with the first activity. These are all to help you guys stay active, get a little faster, work on your agility. This is called 5-10-5. The way you set this up is you take 3 of your cones or whatever it is you're using, and you start by placing the first one down. When you place the first one down, you're gonna walk 5 steps. You're gonna place the second one down. Once you place the second one down, you're gonna walk 5 more steps. Now you're gonna place the third one down. Now that you've got those 3 down, you're set up and you're ready to go. Now this activity is definitely a one-person activity, but if you have siblings or want to challenge your parents, what you can do is one person can have a timer while you're doing it, and then you can time the other person while they're doing it and see who does it the fastest. But here's how you do it. You're gonna start at the middle cone. Whether you choose to go right or left first is entirely up to you. You can do it one way, you can do it both ways. But here's how you're gonna start. You're gonna start at the middle. Your feet are gonna be spread apart. You're gonna put a hand in the ground. Whichever hand you put in the ground is gonna be whichever way you're going. So I'm gonna put my right hand down, which means I'm gonna go to my right first. So when I say go, or whoever's timing you says go, you're gonna pick your hand up, you're running over to your cone, you're tapping the ground, you're running all the way to the other cone at the other end, you're tapping the ground, and then you're running, and you're finishing through this middle cone. So going fast, here's how it would look. Someone would say go, I'm running, tap, oh I'm running, tap, I'm running, and I'm finished through here. So you stop the timer when someone goes through the middle for the last time. Like I said, if you want to challenge your siblings, challenge your parents, that's a great way to do it. You have them time you, you time them, and you can see who does it. Or if you want, you can just challenge yourself and see how fast you can get. This one is going to require 4 cones or cans or book bags or whatever it is you're using. For these 4, you're going to set them up in a big square. It doesn't really matter how far apart the square is. You can put it as far as you want or as close as you want. The bigger you make the square, the more challenging this is. Now, for this activity, you're going to start at the back of the square. And every time you get to a cone, you're doing a different activity. So when you're coming from this first cone, as soon as someone says go, you're gonna run. I'm running. Once I get to this cone, now I'm gonna shuffle. And when I shuffle, I wanna drop my butt like I'm sitting in my invisible chair, and I'm just going side to side, side to side. When I get to this cone, now I'm gonna run backwards. So I've done my shuffle, I'm over here, now I'm running backwards. I'm still sitting in my invisible chair. It's very important when you run backwards that you stay low, because if you stand up, you're gonna fall, trust me. So you wanna make sure you're staying low, you're going backwards. Once you get to this cone, now you're shuffling again. Remember, I'm sitting in my invisible chair, I'm shuffling. Once I get here, I'm finished. For this activity, you can challenge someone by timing them, but another fun way to do it is if you have a sibling or if you want to do it with your parents, you can actually race and try to catch them. So I'm going to go through it one time and show you how to do it full speed. So I'm starting here, let's go. I'm running, then I'm shuffling. Now I'm going backwards. Now I'm shuffling again. Now when you're racing and you're trying to catch someone, what you do is they're going to start at the cone, and the second person is going to start as soon as the first person gets to this cone. So if I had 2 people and they're going first, they say go, they're running. As soon as they start to shuffle, now I'm running and I'm trying to catch them. you want to do it in a race way, you can do it maybe the first person goes around 3 times and the second person tries to catch them before they finish. Now, on to our last activity. This activity is going to require 5 cones or 5 whatever it is you're using, and this is called the W drill. For this, you're going to take your 5 cones and you're going to set them up in a W. So you're going to have 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, 5 points, because 5 points make a W. So just draw out an invisible W with your cones. And for this, it's another just running backwards and forwards. So you start at the top of your W, and you're gonna go backwards, backwards, backwards to the first cone. Now I'm running forward, forward, forward to the second cone, backwards, 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 and then I'm all done. With this, you start with a basic W of just 5 cones, but if you want, you can add as many cones as you want and just keeping the same concept of making a W. So if you want, you can use 10 cones, 20 cones, however many you want. And this is another one where you can race somebody else. And the way you would race them is, they go first, they're going backwards. As soon as they get to this cone, now you're going backwards to try and catch them. So if I'm doing it full speed, I'm gonna go just like this. Backwards, oh, now I'm running, backwards, and now I'm running. And remember, when you're going backwards, you gotta stay low so you don't fall and you don't hurt yourself. Well, that's what I've got for you guys today. Make sure you stay inside, stay safe, wash your hands, practice social distancing. Miss you guys, hope to see you soon.